One, give all praise, Yabashim Yashabashim Kakadash. Honors elders, apostles, men, truth on down, and like-minded ones who teach us truth and knowledge, and Tawadi Yabashim Yashaf, for the spirit, elders, apostles, men, and truth on down, like-minded ones teaching us truth and knowledge, and call Yo Bashim Yashabashim Kakadash. All praise, Yabashim Yashabashim Kakadash. Psalms 2. Why do the heathen rage and people imagine a vain thing, a useless, futile, pointless, empty? Number 2, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel. Go to Psalms 83, the ones who are confederate against a certain. The kings of the earth set themselves. The kings of the earth are the ones in a position of power. And the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder, cut and cast their cords from us. So they trying to break them, separate them, and pretty much decimate them, man. So they won't become a nation, and most of all, be connected to their power, man. And he sitteth in the heavens, shall laugh, and the Lord shall have them in derision. Derision is mockery, ridicule. Then shall they speak into his wrath, vex them in his sore pleasure, man. His indignation for him, man. You know what I mean? Because he's laughing at them because they think, because he's laughing at them because they think they're going to actually succeed relating to their agenda, man. '64. Let's go to that. Let me go to Job first. Number 5. (5 and 12). He disappointed the devices of the crafty, which is the wicked, and the counsel of the He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. That relates to their agenda, their desires to do certain things. So he's going to disappoint the crafty. That's them taking counsel and actually incorporate what they desire to do, man. He taketh the wise of their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. They meet darkness in daytime, and grope in noonday as a night. But he saved the poor from the sword, and the mouth and from the hand of the mighty, man. So they're not going to fulfill their purpose, man. Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Listen. Straits is a difficulty, position of difficulty. Here we go. When he's about to fill his belly, God shall cast fury upon him, and it shall rain it upon him while he is eating, man. So when he's trying to enjoy his meal and think he's going to, enjoy it, the Lord's going to put a hiccup in it, man. 64 Psalms. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, the violent uprising, relating to the wicked, man, who whet their tongues like a sword and bent their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. So pretty much it's like weapons, man, even their words, man, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, which is the righteous. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in the evil matters. So they're encouraged and motivated relating to in evil matters. They commune in laying snares which are traps privily. They say, who shall see them? And that goes to that pride, man. They think they're actually going to get away. That's why the scripture talks about the Lord is laughing at them in derision, man. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. So they research, investigate comprehensively relating to instituting certain matters, man. You know, they do a diligent search, man. Both the inward thought of every one of them, and their heart is deep. So their heart is deep relating to what they want to accomplish through the diligence of their search and inquiry relating to the matter relating to what they're trying to desire to do, to accomplish, man. But God shall shoot at them with arrows, suddenly shall they be wounded. So it's going to backfire on them, man. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. So their own tongues are going to be used as a weapon against them, man. That's going to be their snare, their trap against them, man. And all see them shall flee away. They're going to disperse, man. Get away. So number, let me see. $72 and 10? 71. So. Psalms 83. Let me get this scripture here. For my enemies speak against me. Psalm 71 and 10. My enemies speak against me, and they that lay wait for my soul take counsel together. So they out to get, man. You know what I mean? They're out to, the enemies are out to get them. They're taking counsel and figure out how to do certain things, man. Go to Psalms 83. Psalms 83. Keep not thou silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. That's these other nations, man. And consoled against the hidden ones. Who are the hidden ones? The Israelites, man. That have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, pretty much cut their cord, cut them asunder, man. So they cutting them off from being a nation, being a collective unit, most of all being a collective to their power, man. And how they keep them at distance, at bay, as one of the major tools is keeping them from doing what they're supposed to do, man. Which actually they're gonna, which keeps their power angry at them, man. Through going off, man, sinning. You know what I mean? So these nations are used for that tool, man. By doing certain things that go contrary to what they're supposed to do, for example, man. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against the hidden ones. They have come and let us cut off them from being a nation, man. And that the name of Israel may no more be in remembrance. Pretty much a memorial, man. They don't exist, man. They never existed, man. Scripture, they were cut off for remembrance. The name of Israel may no more be in remembrance, man. Scripture talks about Job 9:24. The earth has been given to the hands of the wicked. They cover the face of the judges, cover them. You know what I mean? So to make it look like they don't exist, man. Cut them off as being a nation. And to no more remembrance, man. You know what I mean? So these nations are used to ultimately cut off Israel, but Israel, of course, they sinned. You know what I mean? They sinned against the Lord. That's why, as a punishment, consequence for that punishment, these other nations would be used as the tool to continuously punish and afflict Israel because of their disobedience to the Lord, which they did first. Then, as consequence and punishment, these other nations and other things will fall upon Israel because of their continuous disobedience, man. But these nations that did this to the Lord's chosen people, they're going to have to pay for that. So the Lord allowed them to do it, but it's going to be a recompense for them doing it. You know what I mean? That's the back end of it. That's the small print that the other nations don't understand. The Lord allowed them to do it because this is all part of prophecy. But the other nations, unfortunately for them, they had to pay for that because you still touch the Lord's people, man. You know what I mean? So the Lord is not going to let that go. Scripture talks about the past is required, man. So he requires the things of the past, man. Let's read number 5. For they have consulted. They console together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. So they console in one consent, man. To these other nations coming together to do certain things against the nation of Israel. As according to prophecy, they would, man. They would be used as that tool to do that, man. You know what I mean? That's also part of the punishment for Israel, man. That's why they went through what they went through in these captivities, because these other nations is part of their punishment, man. They had to go through that. That's part of that suffering, the affliction, adversity, using these other nations, man. You know what I mean? And the Lord allowed them to do it, man. You know, because that was just part of what had to happen. You know what I mean? Scripture says the deceiver and deceiver are his, man. Lord, you know, he'll allow the evil to happen. Is evil happened in the city and the Lord have not done it? You know what I mean? So he'll allow it to happen, man, because you understand the Lord is a balanced power, man. He controls both good and evil, man. You know what I mean? So he's both sides, man. For he have consoled together in one consent, they are confederate against thee. These are all the nations that are confederate against thee. Edom, Ishmaelite, Moab, Hagarenes, Cabal, Ammon, Amalek. Go to Genesis 36 relating to the descendants of that. Philistines, which are inhabitants of Tyre. So all these nations, that goes to the Hamites, man. for all these nations. You had the trappers, you had the sellers, and you had the buyers, man. You know what I mean? The trappers, they trap them. They sell them and sell them to where the buyers are going to buy them, man. So that's part of that confederacy, man. Relating to these nations, and working together to ultimately be in one consent to go against the nation of Israel, man. So that's part of that, man. So they work in one accord, man. So, in a matter of speaking, they trap them. Once they trap them, then they sell them. Then they look for buyers to sell them, man. And that's what that is. You know what I mean? These nations were incorporated, working together in unison to do that, man. That's part of what had to happen. So this relates to something quick relating to Counsel of the Wicked. There's many scriptures. Let me see. Yeah, this is something short. I hope this helps. I want to give all praise, Yahweh Shem Yahshua B'Shem Kakadash. This is Zayah Wolf. Hope it helps y'all.